Hey guys, it's Teatime here and welcome back to another video. We have a creator sim. In fact, we are creating my SIMSELF today. Super exciting. I'm not entirely sure about how she turned out, so do let me know what you think. You know how sometimes when you see yourself in the mirror or in your mind, it's like a bit of a caricature of yourself. That might be what I made, but do let me know how you think I went. Anyway, while this video is running, I do actually want to do a bit of a Q&A. So you might have seen we hit 100 subs, and I've been posting around for people to put up some questions. I've got a few. Maybe not quite enough, but I'm gonna stick to my guns and go with it anyway and answer whatever I've got, just for the fun of it. And yeah, let me know what you think. But starting off with the Q&A, I got the question, when did you start playing Sims? So the Sims came out in what, 2000? I was playing SimTown before that, which came out in about 95, and then SimCopter after that, which I think was 96. So I've been playing for a very long time. Yes, so I'm a long-term simmer myself and have owned every single at least base game. I didn't used to get all of the games. I have all of the packs for Sims 4 though, just because I apparently cannot help myself. Yes. Anyway, so that's when I started playing Sims. I also got asked, why did you start your YouTube channel? So why did I start? Partly because I wanted to. Look, here's the truth. We are not doing great on cash at the moment, but my husband did not want me to go ahead and do something that was not going to be of any long-term gain, job-wise, and he wanted me to do something that I was going to enjoy, and he believed in me kind of more than I did at first, and so he encouraged me to start attempting to do this. So I started working through it and figuring out what I wanted to actually do, how I wanted to approach my channel, and yeah, in the end I've just gone for it, and I'm in like 100%. It does mean we are a bit broke in the meantime, so I'm hoping this does come to something in the end. If not, yeah, I mean, I'll be sad because it means I won't be able to dedicate as much time to it, but I'm hoping to keep this going in some capacity no matter what, just because I'm loving it so much, and yeah, dedicating some time to The Sims is so much fun. Rather than being told I'm just playing. I'm playing and working, guys. I'm playing and working. Gosh, get it right. But that sort of brings me to my second reason why I started my channel. It's because I often will do something in The Sims and I'll tell someone. I'll go and tell my husband or my sister or someone. I'll be like, oh, I just did this with this family, and you should see the house I made, and oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. And I have, like, my husband's one of the only people that will try and stop and listen to me. So being able to share creative things with a community that actually understands it is really nice. And I've watched a lot of YouTube, so that's sort of the medium that I sort of wanted to go through. As much as I'd love to do Twitch, I'm not quite ready for that yet. So yes, that's why I started my YouTube channel. Hopefully that actually answered that question. It wasn't me just waffling. I'm good at waffling. So next question is, Kaz or builds? So I'm gonna have to say builds, definitely, just because I find Kaz limited because I do not want to get alpha content, and I do not want to get too much Maxis match either, honestly, and I don't find it very interesting always doing some of those Kaz challenges that are like make a mermaid, make a princess, make a I don't know what. It's not really interesting to me. I don't know why. I do find a lot of the Kaz challenges fun, but they're just not what I want to do. So builds are by far my favorite thing. I love playing the game as well, and doing challenges and things, but yes, building has kind of always been a bit of a love of mine. And yeah, it's like a, well, I think the person who originally started the game wanted to make a sort of virtual dollhouse game, and that just absolutely is up my alley. I love decorating and styling and all these silly things, so yep. Builds, definitely. So next question is, how long does it take me to do my builds? Yes, anywhere between 1 and 10 hours maybe, depending on what I'm doing. Often it's like, when I go to say edit, the original content will start at somewhere between 2 and 10 hours, something like that. And then I have to cut it, I speed it up, which brings it down to maybe 1 to 3 or 4 hours, and then I have to do a lot of work. So it takes me a while. I'm not a fast builder, or I can be, but it's just not to the detail I want. I want to improve so much more, and I'm just not there yet, unfortunately. But yes, it takes me a little while to do that. Next question was, what is your favorite pack in The Sims 4? So The Sims 4, I have to say my favorite... Look, I'm going to say Seasons because it was the one I anticipated and wanted the most. And I would say if you don't have an expansion pack and you're thinking of getting one, that one's the best because it changes the game. And this is why I love it so much. It changes the game up completely. Like it's a new game in some ways because it's not endless summer. Things are changing around you. There's a sort of dynamic feel to the game, which there isn't before Seasons. And I really, really, really needed and wanted that. So that's my favorite. But I have to say, around the time, there's a sort of a timeline of releases minus my first pet stuff. Honestly, where there was a lot of really beautiful packs being released with really rustic things, and that was sort of Parenthood, Cats and Dogs, Laundry Day stuff, Jungle Adventure and Seasons. They've all got this beautiful rustic homely feel and they go so well together. So if you really want something cohesive, that's a good bunch of things to get, honestly. So last question I actually got here is, what is your favorite pack of all time? Oh, that's so hard to answer because I just don't remember anymore. I don't remember what I owned, what I have. I remember in Sims 1 getting excited about Hot Date, but I think my favorite one of all time was... Okay, maybe it's between two. One was Superstar. I can't remember what game that was even from. I think it was from 1. I loved the modelling and going into booths and singing and things like that. It's not quite the same as the karaoke. It had a different feel. But doing the modelling and walking down the runway, I don't know, modelling sort of interests me a little bit, and fashion does. So that, I really loved that. But also, I have to say from Sims 2, I think it was Unleashed. Those are my favourite pets of all time. A lot of people have said this, but my favourite pet expansion was Sims 2 Unleashed, as Sims 2 was also my favourite Sims game. I don't know why, the pets just felt really nice in that. I loved breeding pets in that. I haven't really bred pets as a thing since then, but I got cats. I loved the way cats, I don't know, I think I'd have to go back and play it to see what I did love about it, but it's a lot of work to get that game running, as some people know. So yeah, I do have one more question that I feel like I have to answer. Which is, who is Lacroix and why is he the best? That's my brother-in-law. That's his gamer handle. I don't know why I'm answering this question, but yeah. Why is he the best? He's not. He's okay, I guess. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that is I may as well plug my sister and my brother-in-law's channel, so I'll link that down below. Go check that out. They play different games rather than just Sims. What a crazy man. Anyway, I might actually talk about what I'm doing a little bit more. So this is sort of me, a characterized version, a sim version of me. So I have the writing aspirations. So in fact, that's a bit of a good Q&A on its own. Why have I chosen these traits? So the writing aspiration is because I'm actually I did stop work at one point to do novel writing. I've still got some stuff in the works, but I haven't really been able to go back and do it for quite a while, as I lost some inspiration, and now I've just forgotten how to write and and what my story was even about. So maybe that'll be the thing I go back to, but that is sort of the long-term goal that I feel like I would love to have. So I gave that to my sim, and often when I've made somebody that even resembles a self-sim, like I said, I haven't really made one properly before, but if I've made someone that's sort of like me, I've given them the writing aspiration. Even in Sims 3, I think I did that. So also I've given a perfectionist because I have to touch and fiddle and I get aggravated at things when they're out of place, but I'm not necessarily a clean person. I nearly gave myself slob. Really nearly gave myself slob. But I couldn't bring myself to do it. So it's not there. Anyway, yeah, actually I don't think you can have perfectionist and slob together. Interesting, I have to check. Gave myself loner. I'm a serious introvert and I get social anxiety, so people scare me quite often. It's been good talking to people on YouTube because, it's just different. We're not face to face. I mean, face to face, if you met me, I would probably be terrified of you and you'd probably think, gosh, she's weird. She's weird in real life. It's probably because on the inside I'm like, help, 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 help. So if you ever meet me in real life, that's why I'm weird. Anyway, I also gave myself geek because I'm a bit of a science fiction nerd, lover, gamer, book lover. I nearly gave myself bookish sim. I can't even remember what that's called now. But I'm not a very fast reader, so I don't really consider myself a huge book person, even though I do love my books. Not quite the same as some. Yeah, so that's an explanation of those. You can see I'm quite skinny, but I couldn't quite give myself the mummy tub. Yeah, so I've always been sort of a bit of a ruler shape up and down. But I definitely have some more weight on me now. It's just so hard in Sims to make Sims that are right. It's like skinny, 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 and then big. And it's not even like most people don't look like that big. So there's not enough variation in body shapes. I've been thinking about getting sliders, but I just don't want to mess with my game too much more. Anyway, yes, you can see I'm super casual. But yes, pink formal wear is a bit of my thing. My hair is big and curly and crazy, and there's not quite enough of what I want to be able to make it. But yes, this is me. Let me know what you think. I will show you the outfits now, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye!